It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Well, good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the KVJ show.
Yeah.
Good morning.
If you were tuning into the show this time yesterday, we had the mystery of where the bird was. Bird, do we have any updates on your dog, Chewy?
I get my dog today at 10 o'clock in the morning. My sister's picking him up. I obviously can't pick him up. But they called me at nighttime. They go, you can pick him up now. I don't want to move him at nighttime. I kept him there another night. He was there under care. Just moving him at nighttime was rough.
Yeah.
And putting him in the car. So we're getting him today. They said his kidneys look good. All that stuff looks good with his with the insulin. And they're going to talk to me about what exactly is wrong with him. But he is not dying. He's looking good right now, and we're bringing him home.
Good.
Was there a diagnosis as to why he was, you said
Yes.
that he was making noises and kind of falling over and stuff?
He's got something wrong. It's this doggy vertigo, and it's just older dogs get it, and he just all of a sudden started getting it to the point where he couldn't. I don't know. He was having an attack, so there's going to be medication for him. And I was talking with the one of the doctors there, and you always think, oh man, Chewy's going blind. Is he struggling with that, with his emotions? He was telling me animals, especially dogs, they don't look at it that way. They don't have an emotional attachment to their eyes. They're not over there. They're not over there pining that they're and sad that they're going blind. They kind of just roll with it.
How do we know this?
How do we know anything about animals?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's a professional.
Is he just telling you that so you don't feel sad?
I don't think he would lie to me.
Maybe he's a vet and a psychiatrist.
Because I asked him, I said, is he struggling with being blind emotionally? Like, what's going on? He goes, they don't look at it that way. They make it work. Their sniffer is important. That's their number one sense.
That's it. Okay.
You know, he's probably lying to me. I think it's good to question any kind of good news I got.
I'm sure that it's legit. Just curious how they came to the deduction.
Feeling positive today. Let's knock me down a peg. I really don't know. You're right. No animals ever talk to me, so.
It does sound optimistic, though.
It does.
Compared to what it could have been.
Totally.
Yeah. So, okay, we start off with that good news today. So, update on Jaybird's dog. Let me see. We got a bunch of stuff we're going to get to here today. Going to be giving out some more tickets for the Super Bowl Brewfest. It is going to be coming up on Saturday. I'm going to be out there at the Fit Team Ballpark at the Palm Beaches. And then tonight, we've got Super Clematis by Night. With all those free activities to play. If you love football, you want to check it out. And we got that free concert from Smash Mouth at 7:30.
What kind of gear are you guys wearing tonight?
Think I'm going to wear my Kansas City Chiefs jersey. I got it from when I used to live in Kansas City before I came to West Palm. That was my last home before here.
That's cool. You got one.
Yeah, so I've had it, and it's never been worn on a Super Bowl Sunday. So it'd be nice to be able to break that curse and have that. So I'm excited by that. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to try to gear it up with you then.
Yeah?
I don't have any team in the Super Bowl. I've got a Buffalo Bills jersey that says Spiller on it.
Okay. It's NFL. I think it'll play.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Dennys in a jersey.
I'll bring him one.
Okay.
It just says weed on it.
He's on team green.
Weed number 1.
Number 420. Okay, I get it.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in your dirt, I've got some audio that is shocking.
Shocking.
I can't believe Dog the Bounty Hunter is doing this.
Oh, boy.
But you'll hear it coming up in just a second. I'll play it for you. Before we get into that, did you see where Brie Bella and Nikki Bella are both pregnant? The Bella twins are pregnant. They're due within a week and a half of each other.
Would that be a tag team match?
I mean, totally.
Okay.
I mean, there's going to be a reality show based on this.
I mean,
Wonder if that's how they coordinated it.
Did they plan this with the Entertainment Network?
I don't
mean,
know. They
come on.
One gets pregnant and then they tag in the other. I don't know.
So
perfect.
Are they both? Only Nikki Bella's the wrestler, right?
No,
They're
Nikki
both?
and Brie both
Okay.
wrestled,
I'm
yeah.
a little out of the.
I mean, are you up with the divas or not? I guess you're not.
I'm definitely not.
Apparently not.
I'm
How
not.
insulting.
You're right.
Terribly,
Very insulting.
Terribly insulting.
Jessica Simpson is talking a lot. I think she's got a new book coming out.
There's something going on there.
And she's giving details about her private life that she's never given before. And here's a little nugget for you. She's talking about her early acting coach early in her career.
So in Dallas, apparently Chuck Norris is like the person to go to. So
Well,
he
yeah.
was,
You mean for acting lessons?
yes, he was my acting coach, and he was, a little tough.
Now,
Yeah.
this is just before, like, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yes, and Barney was my acting partner.
What, the dinosaur?
Yeah. But basically, like, he said that I had too many expressions
Who did,
on
Barney?
my face.
He had a school for acting?
He did. He had a school for acting.
The Chuck Norris School for Acting.
And yes.
How about that?
Is Chuck Norris still a household name?
I think so.
Okay, so people under 20 know who Chuck Norris is?
Houses in Texas.
Maybe not that low.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said some interesting stuff here the last couple days.
I know. There's like 5 different clips of like stuff. I'm like, wow, okay.
She said the one about her drinking problems. She said she always had a glass of alcohol in front of her.
I think she said she chased it down with some pills, too.
Wow.
She had an alcohol and pill problem.
She said she was hammered when she guest hosted on Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Whoa. And then she admitted that she had a little thing for Johnny Knoxville when she was married to Nick Lachey. We'd always thought that. Remember they did the Dukes of Hazzard movie and then their marriage fell apart?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
She pretty much admitted that what we thought was true.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this new side of Jessica that's opening up is awesome.
Yeah, she brought it.
And finally here, Dwayne Dog the Bounty Hunter Chapman is going to be on the Dr. Oz show, and there's a teaser clip that Dr. Oz is running.
Okay, so this is a Dr. Oz. I thought this was for the show because I only edited the audio.
No, this is a Dr. Oz clip. And production crew on the set said they had no idea this was going to happen. But I guess Dog went in the bathroom.
Dog.
And Dog was talking to God in the bathroom. And God told him to do this.
Moon Angel, will you marry me?
So he proposed on Dr. Oz?
He does. He proposes on Dr. Oz. And remember, this is his son's ex-girlfriend, Moon Angel.
Moon Angel, Moon Angel.
Yeah, there's so much to unpack there. I mean, I'll just let that soak in for a second.
I mean, if you're his son, how mad are you?
I mean, I don't know. Have they talked to the son? That's the interview I want to hear. TMZ, get
Bring
on
him
it.
in on that. Yeah.
I'd be
Yes.
so weirded out if my dad, Randy, was dating an ex-girlfriend of mine.
Oh my gosh, talk about how great that'd be for the show.
It would be good,
good
for
stuff,
It would
yeah.
be good for the show. No, you're
And
right.
that's what Dr. Oz is thinking. This is great for the show.
Yeah, I'd feel a lot like Springer over here. It'd be fun. Yeah, apparently they're admitting now that they got caught up in the moment and they are not actually engaged.
Oh, I like how Kev's got a follow-up.
Yeah,
That's great.
it meant nothing, but it's good for TV, I guess.
I like being caught up in the moment better.
Me too.
And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day. Brought to you by the Brew Bowl happening this Saturday at the Fit Team Ballpark of the Palm Beaches. Kevin's going to be out there beer sampling, wine sampling, spirit sampling. The Vince Lombardi Trophy is going to be there. It's the official Super Bowl sanctioned beer fest.
Are you allowed to touch that trophy? Because I know the World Series trophy you're not allowed to touch.
That's a good question. I don't know. They had the trophy at the Miami Beach Convention Center. It was behind glass. You go up on some stairs and see it. This, I don't know. I see people pawing all over it. I mean, they pass it around when you win the Super Bowl, but the rule with the trophy for Major League Baseball was you had to be a part of the team organization. It's bad luck to touch it if you're not.
And who on the show touched it?
Jaybird, he was over there molesting the trophy, and I went to reach my hand out to touch it too because I wanted to touch greatness, and the guy slapped my hand away.
I think you were feeling because of what I did. I was better hugging
Well,
it.
what happened? He was making eye contact with me because I had a conversation going with him in the interview. interview. He didn't even see you behind him. Going,
You were petting it.
And then out of the corner of his eye, he looks down, sees your hands all over. He's like, ha! And then I reach over, he goes, whoosh, and yeah.
I played some college ball. I'm part of the whole world.
So all the anger he had for you touching the trophy came out on my hand.
Because I really was touching.
Oh, you were all over it.
I didn't know the rule.
I think you just got done eating a sticky bun.
There was actual Jaybird fingerprints on it. The guys handling it wear white gloves. Like it's a whole thing.
There's no way there's other DNA is on that.
It looked like you given it to a 2-year-old for 30 minutes.
And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
Does this annoy you when people say this? And someone said it to me a few times in the last couple of weeks. You ever just walk somewhere because someone goes, hey, why don't you smile? Or, hey, smile, buddy. It's not that bad. I know women don't like when people say that to them. I don't think it's just a guy saying that to a woman thing. People just say that to people, and it really kind of is annoying because sometimes I'll walk and I'm in such a deep thought. I'm not angry. I'm not upset about anything. I'm just kind of lost in thought.
And some people just have a face that makes it look like they're mad, but they're not. And now you're making them feel self-conscious and bad about it.
Resting bee face?
Yeah.
Yes.
The other day, this woman goes, smile. It's okay. It's okay to smile. I'm like, I don't
Yeah, and then you walk around look like a crazy person because you're just smiling.
Well, it kind of makes you feel like you were walking around miserable or you look miserable. But doesn't it kind of have that?
If you notice people and you make eye contact with them, it's nice to smile at people. But if you're deep in thought and you're thinking about something and you're not making eye contact with people, and you're not even worried about other people around you, you're thinking about stuff. You shouldn't be thinking about stuff and smiling.
Most of the time, I will absolutely smile at a stranger. But if I'm not looking at you and I'm in my own little world,
You should have told that lady to suck it.
it's not. I mean, is it worth it at that point? Now she's right. She's like, you do need to smile because you're angry. the other thing people say sometimes, and I don't get it. What are they trying to accomplish when they say this? Somebody we work with said it yesterday in the elevator. Oh, Jaybird, you look tired today. Basically, they're saying you look like crap. You look awful.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They don't realize it's what they're saying. People are uncomfortable and they want to make small talk.
But what's the end game when people say, hey, Kevin, you're looking tired today? Is that just basically to make you feel like crap?
Maybe it's a conversation starter.
They don't have anything else to say and they're not good at it.
It's not often that the reason why you look tired was for a good thing.
Yes. And who wants to hear that they look tired?
Yeah.
Nobody.
And it's like at that point, it's like going, okay, if you want conversation, yeah, I thought my dog was going to die last night.
Yes.
And so here I was, I'm crying, and then they're like, and then they're stuck in the elevator. See, that's how you handle that.
That's exactly.
They'll stop making that point.
That's exactly what happened because a salesperson's go, oh, Jaybird, you look tired today. I'm going, all right, well, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah,
I thought my dog
you
was
did the right
dying.
thing.
I did. And they could not have gotten away from me quicker.
Yes.
When the elevator opened, oh, okay, bye, Jaybird. They went the other way.
They run into the glass door.
They didn't want to
I was up all night crying.
They didn't want to hear any of my drama. They knew they asked the wrong question.
Good.
Yeah. No, you look tired.
If somebody looks bad, don't tell them. They probably know or feel it or both.
But I don't think people think when they say, oh, you look tired. I don't think some people think that's
But when
insult.
you tell somebody they look tired, you're telling them they look terrible.
Definitely.
Just know that.
I love it. No, I just said I love it because I just smelled the grilled cheese in the air. Sorry, I verbally said that.
I was wondering where that moment of Tourette's came in.
I just smelled Virginia's making the grilled cheese up today, and I smelled it.
You won yesterday in the battle of Read My Lips, and we had a grilled cheese party on the line. If you won, you got a grilled cheese party, so it's here.
Everyone's talking about it in the hallways.
No, they are.
Not a single person's talking
just
about
me in
it.
suits.
Okay. What you got in your mind today, Virginia?
Well, it's so funny. I also have a little nugget that I got from a salesperson yesterday. So I was at home. I was worried that Rocco was sick yesterday, so I went and got him from school early, but it was just allergies, thank goodness. So I'm home with Rocco, and I start getting these messages from salespeople that are down in Miami. So I guess our sister station, the sports station, was down in Miami for a live broadcast, and there was like a bunch of NFL players down there.
Okay.
And I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. So they're sending me pictures, and they're posing with one of my favorite players on the Saints, Cam Jordan.
Okay.
I love him because he's awesome. I mean, he is a sack machine. So he sacks people and he goes, rah! And he makes all these faces and he's so animated.
I'd like to know what Dennys thinks a sack machine is. Can we get come on, give me a description. I'm just kind of curious. Virginia's over here riffing off some football terms here.
That's a great question.
Yeah, I'm just what's going through his mind. So yes, Mr. Ivy League, tell me.
A sack machine?
Yeah, what you think a sack machine is when Virginia says that?
I mean, so two things come to mind, like a machine that would assemble, burlap sacks.
Yes, yes, you're right.
Or something that would stretch out the scrotum.
It's such a useful
fucking football. It's a football term.
It's such a useful instrument. Is your scrot feeling a little tight?
I do not need that machine, by the way. I need the opposite.
I think you already been on it.
Now on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
The sack machine.
You deliver, Denny's. You deliver.
I knew it was going to be entertaining. Thank you. All right, so tell us about the sack machine, Virginia.
So, when I was in Tennessee, I was stalking them, and he was my favorite player to stalk because he was wearing a big fur coat, and he has all this personality. I follow him on social media. He makes me laugh out loud. So he's probably top 3 favorite Saints players. And they send me a picture of both of our salespeople with Cam Jordan. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
That is cool.
And so I wrote him back. I'm so jealous. He's awesome. Tell him I love him.
Yeah.
And then I get this. A personal video that they had him make. It's Cam Jordan talking to the camera and sending me a shout out.
Oh,
he says my name. He said my name. My name was on his lips.
It would have been such a more entertaining story if it was Cam Newton that gave you a shout out.
Oh, Cam Newton can suck it. I don't want that shout out. Cam Jordan is where it's at.
That's cool. If you
that
love
is pretty
him.
neat.
Yeah.
So I've got the audio if you want to hear it. It's not the best audio, but I had Dennys pull it from the video.
Okay, so it's not very good audio of a player many people don't know. Yeah, let's play it.
Okay.
Hi, Virginia. Cam Jordan here. Thanks for all your support. Kudak, go Saints.
Okay.
Look at that.
Isn't
Look at
that cool?
Yeah.
Cam Jordan, I love you.
Was he in a cave? Why did it sound so?
I think it was because they were at a luncheon. There's a lot of people
Well,
talking.
they do. It's an NFL row. And so they've got radio shows from all over the country, and they put them in one area. So it's all these shows right next to each other. So there's, a multitude of talking that is going on there.
You basically got one of those free, what is that service you always bring up?
Cameo.
Yeah,
Cameo. You got a free Cameo.
I got a free Cameo.
NFL Cameo prices. Yeah, in fact, I can do a quick little impromptu round here if somebody wants to play.
Oh, I love this game.
It is a service and a website where you can go and you pay a fee, and athletes or celebrities will leave a personalized message just like that for you or for somebody's birthday or something like that. That's really kind of a cool concept. I do like it, but it's interesting. I assume the players set their own
They
rate.
do. Everybody on Cameo sets their own rate. Now, their agent may help them figure out a number, but that's why you see like some D-list celebrities that think they're a lot better than they are have like a really high rate. You're like, oh, bless your heart.
I've said it before. I'm on Corey Feldman, and to talk with him for 2 minutes, it's $202.
You don't talk with him. He makes you a video and sends it to you.
Well, that's even worse.
Yeah, you don't get to talk to him.
$200? He's out of his mind.
Yeah, he is out of his mind. There's some other, just to give you kind of an idea here as we guess some prices. Marshall Faulk, who is in town for Super Bowl stuff. I see he's going to be doing some party stuff. You pay $500 for a personalized message from Marshall Faulk.
Okay. That's big money right there.
That's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
Brett Favre, who you probably know that name if you know football. He was a quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. $400.
Okay.
And he obviously gets a cut of that.
Oh, he gets all of it.
He gets all of it?
Well, he might have to give like 10%
I think they probably
to
have
Cameo.
Yeah, I think they probably have a little bit of a fee.
Yeah, but they pay it to Cameo on the back end after they make their money.
So for these celebrities, they would get a list of things, and so they could sit. A lot of them are not showered, just sitting at their kitchen table, and they just take their phone. They're like, "Hey, Tom, what's up, man? Thanks for being a fan."
You can put like a little personal thing in there. Like if I wanted to get you, Kevin, I could get Urban Meyer commenting on your fake hair, happy birthday, a quick little in and out. But they will put like personal stuff in it too.
Yeah, they do a lot of good stuff. If there's anybody who's a fan of Florida football, and I'm not talking about just the Gators. I do have a Gators in here. I got some Dolphins, and I've also got some Miami Hurricanes. I'll see if you can solve the puzzle here on who's asking for more on NFL Cameo rates. What I got on my mind today, I saw this story. It really made me feel like, wow, I'm over the hill, and it's all downhill from here. And I was just wondering if this is true for a lot of people. They did a survey, and they asked, okay, at what age do you hit your peak of ambition? You're just out there trying to tackle the world and take it on. What age do you think that is, where we are most full of vigor to conquer the world?
I feel like I've already hit it because I feel like definitely the body, the mind, the spirit slowing down.
I would say early to mid-30s.
Okay. Early to mid-30s. Virginia, what would you say?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think mid-30s.
You're pretty much right. 33, they say, is the peak age for drive and ambition. And I'm like, man, I'm past that.
Oh, yeah, because you're in your 40s and you've been to the puppet show. You've seen the strings.
Yes.
You know the feeling of disappointment.
They say at 33, people
You already had your chance and missed it.
Yeah, and you're finally coming to grips with it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm like going, gosh, do I have to just accept it?
Yeah,
I thought I was still ambitious, but I don't know. Maybe I hit my peak already. I'm like, I'd like to go back and talk to 33-year-old Kev to see exactly where his ambition level was.
I'll tell you what, acceptance is a powerful thing. When you accept, it's over, baby.
They say at 33, people are most motivated and determined to achieve goals.
But I honestly think that's just an average. I think you can be motivated at any age. I know people in their 60s that are still crushing it.
Absolutely.
I think it's a personality thing.
It could be. I think some people do sustain. If they always have projects that they are encouraged and excited by, then you will still hopefully maintain that level of drive and ambition, even if you don't have the same levels of energy.
I think it helps you live longer, too, barring any kind of freak accident. I think if you are always doing projects that you actually love and are into, I think that's good for the heart and soul. Keeps you alive longer.
They say at 33, that's when we're more confident and we adopt a positive outlook on life. So if you're just before 33, get ready. You're about to ramp up in it. It's about time for you to start making it happen.
Oh, yeah. But once you're sneaking up on that 40, you realize it's over, baby. I'm just kidding.
Jaybird is digging into his grub over there.
The grilled cheese party has started.
Oh, it has, huh?
Look at that cheese sauce.
Better get to it quick before that thing congeals.
Don't worry, I have a heater. It's a crock pot.
Oh, wow.
I brought a crock pot. I wouldn't give him cold cheese.
Am I the only one celebrating this grilled cheese party? Is it a party of one?
I can't have it. I'm on quick weight loss.
Oh well.
More for you.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Coming up here in a second, I'll let you know what the average person is going to be consuming calorie-wise on Super Bowl Sunday. We were talking yesterday about what a big day it is for food. It's bigger than I thought.
Wow.
In fact, it might rival Thanksgiving.
It's become this.
Yes.
It really has.
It's all about the eating now and the grub. So get to that coming up here momentarily. Got to say happy birthday to Christian Bale. Former Batman is now 46 years old today.
Happy birthday.
Phil Collins, Miami resident, is 69 today. And Gene Hackman, he's retired from acting, but he has some great movies under his belt, including Hoosiers. He is 90 years old today. Also, happy 33rd birthday to my amazing husband, Dave, from Stephanie, Ollie, and Anthony. Got a birthday you want on the KVJ show, you can easily let us know. Well, Haley Ball is not the only person getting hate. We got our own levels of hate. We'll get to the KVJ Hate Song coming up here in just a few. And tonight, Lizzo knows all about hate. She had to quit Instagram, or I think it was Twitter because of it.
She's probably back.
Yeah.
They all quit and come back, Kev.
They say the average person on Super Bowl Sunday is going to take in about 11,000 calories.
Oh, my gosh.
You're supposed to have, what, like 2,500 maybe tops? I mean, it's like 5 times your daily allotted amount of food you're going to be eating.
That's a lot.
11,000 calories. And that's not including calories you're going to get from the drinks. If you're having beer on top of that, add those calories to the 11,000. This is only food calories.
We don't want to even think about the number, Kevin. Don't tell us these numbers.
I mean, some people are going to be clearing 14,000 calories on Super Bowl Sunday. Here's how they break down the averages. They say the average person is going to eat 19 different foods on Super Bowl Sunday. And not just bites either. 2.7 wings, 3.2 slices of pizza.
Okay, flip it. I want more wings than pizza.
And this all may be whatever, but when they went down and said, how much do you eat on average? This is what people were answering. 2.1 servings of fries, 3.4 bags of chips, 1.9 bowls of chili. How farty is America on Super Bowl Sunday?
Oh, my gosh. You eat all that chili, and you are going to blow your coworkers away.
Just over 2 burgers, under 1 slider, hot dogs, portions of nachos. People have almost 3 portions of nachos on Super Bowl Sunday. It's crazy. I mean, you got ribs, sausages, slices of cake, brownies, bowls of ice cream, bags of candy, chocolate bars, bowls of salad. There's not a lot of bowls of salad going around, by the way.
Bowls of salad?
Bowls of salad? Wait, what? Who's having a bowl of salad?
It better be macaroni salad.
Gosh, that is just crazy. And your Super Bowl buffet will contain on Sunday, Virginia?
I'm doing wings. Mm-hmm. So what I do with my wings is I boil them first, get them really soft and tender.
Okay.
And then I throw them on the charcoal barbecue, get a little crisp
That's
on
a
the
good way
outside.
to do it. Yeah.
Then I toss them in a spicy wing sauce, and I get some creamy, chunky blue cheese.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I decided, I was talking to the Queen about it yesterday. We're going to be doing, I think I'm going to do chicken wings.
Wings are just my favorite. You know, I try other things. I'd like to do ribs, but I've never made ribs.
Yeah, you know what? I told my wife, I'm like, we got to do something because I've got that Gates barbecue from Kansas City that you got me.
Oh.
I've got still a bottle of that barbecue sauce. That's the authentic, no joke. I mean, if the Kansas City Chiefs are playing this, you got to have barbecue for the Super Bowl.
And having Gates just helps your team.
Oh, absolutely.
You should get some ribs from McRae's and then put the Gates on them.
I like the way you're
because you know McRae's makes a rib.
Yeah, they do. They have some good stuff. So putting it all together, that's how much you're going to eat, or at least the average person on Super Bowl Sunday. What I think is really cool, I always tell you about how many great players come out of the state of Florida. It's pretty much every year the top state for football players. And you can see this year when you look at how many players from the state of Florida are on either of these Super Bowl teams coming into town. There's 11 players from the state of Florida that's going to be playing in this Super Bowl.
Wow.
6 for the 49ers, 5 for the Chiefs. Now, California does have more. Maybe that makes sense because you got the 49ers, and they are a big state for football as well, and it's just a big state. They got 14 players that are playing in the Super Bowl. Some of the locals from South Florida, you might know Nick Bosa, who is a defensive end for the San Francisco 49ers. He played his high school ball at St. Thomas Aquinas in Fort Lauderdale. Tyreek Hill, who's a big star for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's a wide receiver. He's from Lauderhill.
Okay.
And Rashad Fenton is a cornerback for the Chiefs. He is from Miami. So you've got several players that you can see right there that you were able to see playing high school back in the day. Talking about the worst alibis that somebody has tried to pass off to you when they were actually cheating on you. Ran down the ones for men and for women. A lot of them were actually similar. I think the guys, that's why to me, I think probably the easiest ones are golfing or fishing. You can talk about that, and that can take up 3 to 4 hours easily.
I agree. Walking the dog, I don't know how you're going to get anything done. But golfing and fishing, those are literally all-day excursions. And you drink the whole time, and time gets away from you.
Oh, yeah.
We know.
Mm-hmm. We're big fishermen here.
Well, we're big drinkers.
But what is pretty amazing is just how bad some of the alibis are that people are giving, you know, and sometimes when they're caught cheating, what they will wind up saying as their excuse. So we were asking our KVJ Nationers on our Facebook page exactly what are the worst alibis that they have ever received. Sarah said he checked himself into a mental hospital to deal with the fact that he was a new dad. Yeah.
Grow a pair.
Grow a pair.
I mean, you're regretting so heavily your decision to have a child with this mangina. Ugh. Get out of here.
Grow a pair.
Grow a pair. Oh, poor you. You didn't have to push. You didn't have to carry the baby. Oh, whatever.
You did the deed. You knew what was going on. Come on.
This guy grosses me out.
Yali's on our Facebook page. The worst alibi she got for cheating, she said, yeah, he told me he was hanging out with a friend. He told us he was going to go get some pizza. And he didn't come home for 5 hours. I said, where have you been for 5 hours? You went to go get pizza. He said the line was really long.
Oh, my God.
Whatever. He's
The
not even
line
putting
was
the work.
really long.
He doesn't even care to make the effort to lie.
That's what I'm saying. That is the worst part about this because it's so insulting. It's like, you know, one, you're cheating on me. Okay, that's terrible. But two, how dumb do you think I am?
Make the lie somewhat believable.
Gosh. Some of the other ones, Taris, she said, he told me that he was at the basketball courts for 9 hours. Try harder, dope.
Triple header.
And he still sucks at basketball.
Jessica said he told me the middle of the night phone calls that it was his ex that was stalking him, but it's actually several women that he had met online, but never face to face. So it wasn't really cheating. So he tried to justify it on top of it.
Oh, kick him to the curb.
And was he picking up the phone? Why would he pick up the phone of his ex that's stalking him?
It doesn't make a lot of sense, and they don't really think it through.
Terrible.
That's why, to me, yeah, if you're going to be a cheater, first of all, don't. But if you're going to, at least give them the courtesy of coming up with a decent excuse.
Yeah, if you're going to cheat on me, make it so good that I believe that you really were playing 9 hours of golf.
You feel like I was worth the mental challenge to at least do that. Jen said the scratches all down my back, he said, were from wrestling with my friend. His friend doesn't have nails. He bites them down to nothing.
Wrestling with my friend. How old is he?
You must think I'm dumb.
I don't know.
Were you wrestling your friend shirtless?
Insulting.
Laura said the worst alibi I got for cheating. I asked him about the lipstick all over his face when he got home, and he said it was strawberry daiquiri.
You dummy.
Big dummy.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
People text in a couple more top alibis for cheating. We had the top 5 list for women and men. Women's is going to the gym. Men is watching a sport or playing golf. Also, women like to use going out with the girls for a night. That's one of their more popular ones. Sandy, on our Facebook page, she had said the worst alibi that I got for cheating, when I found another girl's panties in our laundry and I asked who they were, he told me they were mine.
Oh, you trying to Jedi
Like
mind?
I don't know my panties.
Those are your panties.
I know
Kenobi.
Yeah.
my panties.
That's even worse. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, I found a tiny bra in his car. And when I questioned him, he said, oh, no, that's yours. Yeah, I'm like, I'm 2 sizes bigger than this. This is an A cup. This doesn't even fit. And he said, well, they've been in there a long time.
That is
Like
not...
when she left him in there, she was an A cup. Now she's fully grown into a C.
I've been an A cup. I haven't been an A cup since I was, 14? Suspicious.
Somebody else said that I had a guy cheating on me that came home with a hickey. He said that his friend had pinched him with a pair of pliers.
What an excuse.
Yeah.
So specific.
Oh, man, some good stuff there. Somebody else said he used to sell pounds of pot and then drive to Fort Lauderdale to deliver. And he told me that there was a notice of a checkpoint ahead on I-95, so he had to take a detour and he got lost on the back roads. Go figure. You can't trust a drug dealer.
But that's at least a believable excuse.
Yeah, that's better.
Denny's would believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one guy, I went out for pizza for 4 hours. It was a long line.
I would think that's got to be one of the biggest excuses in South Florida for anything, not just cheating, is the commute, because you really can. You don't know. A lot of times I have no idea. There are some routes that I take to go certain places that could take me 20 minutes or 50 minutes. You just never know when you go out there. And they did this whole survey on what are the worst commutes in all of America. And I'm happy to say that South Florida is right there with 2 cities in the top 10.
L.A. and New York City.
Yeah, Los Angeles.
L.A. and New York City's in there too?
They are not even in the top 10.
What? What about Atlanta?
Yeah, what they did was they kind of did their ranking, kind of puts other things in it. It's not even just how bad or how long the commutes are, but they also looked at, how much they've increased the last 5 years, the percentage of people who commute more than an hour, and whether the average salaries are really worth the commute. So sometimes you have a great job. You're like going, yeah, you know what? I'm making enough money that it's worth the commute. Other times you're not. Yeah, the 2 cities in South Florida, and I don't know what's going on in Hialeah, but they rank at the top of every worst list.
Really?
You're right. They're always in the mix.
They're always in the mix. They're usually number 1. This one, they're not trying hard enough. They're only at number 2. According to smartasset.com, they say that Hialeah has the 2nd worst commute in all of America. North Las Vegas is number 1. Your New Orleans in there is at number 4, Virginia. They've got on the list. Yeah, I guess it's maybe about how long you have to drive based on the wages you get getting there.
Okay, I could see that maybe.
Yeah.
It's expensive to live anywhere near the city, so a lot of people that work in the city have to travel long distance to get there.
Mm-hmm. They put Miami at number 7, so we've got 2 South Florida cities that are in the top 10. So if you live anywhere near there, at least you got an excuse for your cheating, right? I guess if you're trying to look at the positives. All right, well, we got the whole gang together. It's time for another round of the KVJ Hate Song.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
I wonder if Kevin would look less ugly if his parents were second cousins instead of first. I guess it kind of explains his terrifying incest eyes.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
Virginia is proof that the gene pool needs a lifeguard. I know Jason is stupid, but Virginia has his ass beat. My cat turds are smarter than her.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
Jason, you were painfully unfunny and stupid. Also, get out of the sun. You now have a creepy middle-aged man tan, and it makes my daughters want to vomit.
Oh.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
Dennys reminds me of a smelly but silent fart. He's quiet, but boy does he stink as a radio personality. And he sounds stupid. Dennys must be a twin because he's too dumb to be one person.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
That sucks.
We're just knocking down those grilled cheese like crazy over here, Virginia.
He ate
My
6.
goodness.
He's had 6.
We got like, it looks like fondue over here too.
It's a cheese sauce that goes with the grilled cheese. I mean, it's so much.
It's very strong.
Do you like the cheese sauce?
Oh, I am a like it.
Do you like pooping?
You're not going to poop till March.
Yeah.
It's work that Mama knows how to make herself a cheese sauce and a grilled cheese.
Secret ingredient in that cheese sauce? I mean, of course, I use like 5 different cheeses. I also add sour cream and milk.
Make it creamier.
Make it creamier.
I am so full to the point of pain, but I'm ready to eat another one.
You're going to go through it. You're going to do that for
He's
yourself.
a champion.
Well, it's a grilled cheese party.
I'm not sure you were in here when I was talking earlier about how many calories we consume on Super Bowl Sunday.
I was not.
What do you think is the average?
Average for I'd say 2,500.
2,500? Yeah, that's pretty much what the average person eats per day. It's 11,000.
Yeah.
At the Super Bowl parties, people tend to go a little crazy.
Yes.
I know I do. When you have all that food, if you're not on a diet, you're just like, heaven.
Yes.
Yeah, no, let's see who can eat the most on Super Bowl Sunday.
That's some crazy stuff.
Jeez, that's so many.
I think the thing about it, though, when you wind up in a situation where you're just grazing, when you sit down, you put a plate of food in front of you, you eat, and you're like, okay, my meal is over. then you've consumed whatever calories. But whenever there's just a buffet and food is there, and you think about it too, because a lot of times I'll jump out of a conversation to try to avoid something awkward that's going on, and you always find yourself over at the food table.
Yes,
You
and
plow
plus
down
people
more
are
food.
drinking beer too.
That's right.
That'll add up.
Yeah, that 11,000 does not count beer calories, by the way.
It does not?
It does not.
What?
That's just food calories.
How fun is food grazing? Just kind of, there's food around, you're just kind of picking all day.
Yeah, and nobody there is gross. Because if anybody there is gross and breathing on it, ruins the whole table. But if you like everybody there and everybody's cool.
I mean, a buffet style at a party where you know every time you get up, there's something magical and delicious up there, something different.
The hot stuff is on a little hot plate. The cold stuff is chilled. Everybody's like perfect.
There's 3 different stages. You have the first round of like your appetizers. Second round, probably your meatball grinders. And then the third round, baked goods, your sweets.
Grinder. I'm going to put you on Grinder.
Put me on meatball grinder.
Meatball grinder.
That's your hookup website?
I'll
Meatball Grinder.
I'll swipe yes every time.
Screen name. Meatball grinder.
Oh yeah.
All right, are you guys ready to laugh?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Gosh,
we
we
could use
need
it
it.
here. I have a feeling because Denny's is wearing a Princeton University sweatshirt, this is going to be smart comedy.
Oh, yeah.
We might not even get these jokes. They're going to be so smart. This is Ivy League comedy here.
This is my deceptive sweater. I wear it so people outside think I went to Princeton.
I love it.
Smart.
You're our
That's
prince.
what I do.
Yeah, you got that smart look about you. All right, here we go. This is Denny's job to make us laugh here. Myself, Virginia Jaybird, we are on the joke jury. We're supposed to laugh, crack up. For not, there's a problem. All right, 5 attempts here. Denny's, what you got with joke number 1?
Where do cats go to get speedy medical care?
I don't know. Where do cats go to get speedy medical care?
MD. Meow.
Okay.
And you worked
MD
at my
meow.
sponsor.
Oh, my
good
gosh. That's good. Okay.
Second joke for you guys. What do Bigfoot say when they play hide and go seek?
I don't know. What do they say?
Yeti or not, here I come.
I'm standing up for that one. That's a standing up.
Smart comedy. Told you.
I mean,
two, baby.
talk about
Jeez.
playing to your crowd.
Wow. Yeti or not.
That's real good. God, I'm so full it hurts to laugh.
Let's see. Third joke. What do you have to consider when putting paid athletes and criminals together?
I don't know. What do you have to consider?
The pros and cons.
Pros, cons. Okay.
You think about it, it hits you.
That's for you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we all got one.
We all got one.
I just got the least funny one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now, will Suits get one?
Yeah.
Or did he not make the cut?
I don't think you made the cut.
Oh.
Dang.
Let's see. Fourth joke. What did TLC say when they were prepping for surgery?
I don't know. What did they say?
No, I don't want no scrubs.
Virginia loved it.
She lost. Yeah. Early 90s humor. Yeah, it's my era.
You just got me rolling.
Yeah.
Final joke here. What TV show do porn addicts watch in between porn?
I don't know. What do they watch?
Different Strokes.
Okay. Okay.
Solid round, T-Strain.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. It's going to pass the test right there. They were doing some thinkers. I guess this is some smart social, I guess it's observation. It's the weird things in society that we just accept. Like one of the things they said on Reddit. Do you think it's weird that we wear swimwear, which actually is as much covering as underwear, but yet we can't wear underwear in public?
You're blowing my mind already.
Yeah, that is weird. I think about that when I'm at the beach with my daughter. I'm like, I don't like these bikinis.
My underwear.
I don't like 'em.
My underwear is actually less revealing than a bikini.
Well, that's it. You look at a lot of the bikinis you see, and it's less than most girls' bra and underwear when they're wearing that. But imagine if a girl were just walking down the street in her bra and underwear. You'd be like, oh, my gosh. Oh, you'd be covering your kid's eyes and be like, oh, we can't have this.
And the style now with the bikini bottoms is half your butt cheek must be out.
Yeah.
It's awful. If you're a mother, it stresses you out.
Here's the one that always kind of got me. 7-Eleven open 24 hours. Why they got locks on the door?
Emergency.
There's always one that's got to ruin it, you know?
Yeah.
Hurricane evacuation.
I'm just saying, think about it, though.
It is a thinker, though.
It does get you thinking.
It is a thinker. You're like going, yeah. What's the explanation on that? Weird things society just accepts. You know, in society, it's okay to sneeze, but farting is bad. Yet sneezing is potentially harmful and farting is harmless.
It's because of the smell. The smell is so intoxicating in a terrible way.
But especially now when we got the coronavirus, it's running rampant in China.
Virginia's sneezes never offend me. Her farts do.
Yes.
That's just pure nature taking over.
Weird things in society we just accept. How about the pronunciation of the word colonel? You ever spell that out?
Yeah.
Colonel. That's got to be so confusing from anybody with another language that gets to English and like going, how is that pronounced colonel?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's on your face? A gnat. You spell it with a G? What?
What? Silent letters. Why?
The silent letters are stupid.
That is about the dumbest thing. Why do we even continue that?
Why do we call it a good gnat?
Great question.
I'm sorry. That's a good gnat.
Yes. Yet we just accept it because it's always been there. And child beauty pageants. Why do we just think this is adorable when we allow this to happen? Isn't anybody else creeped out by these?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. If you come from that, and my mother did, so her mother did, and she did,
Yeah.
and then my mom put me in one, and I came in dead last, and that's the last one we did.
Oh, dead
It's
last,
a family
huh?
thing. It's a
Wow.
fam-
Do you have
Yeah.
a photo of what young Virginia all dolled up look like?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
We want to see exactly why you maybe came in last.
Well, there was also a talent portion.
You came in last. You came in last in that dance contest too. What's going on with our girl over here?
She's had a lot of really poor showings.
I'm not known for my onstage prowess.
we want a winner, damn it.
It is kind of odd. There are just some weird things in society we just accept for whatever reason. I don't even know. The bathing suit versus underwear thing is kind of weird. That is a good point they brought up on Reddit, that a girl in her bra and panties would draw so much attention to people freak out she's walking down the street in that, yet you can wear a bikini and everybody's like, it's a bathing suit, or it's, you know, it's just something you wear at the beach. But yeah, you see a lot more skin. It is a stupid thing we do. The spellings of a lot of words.
A lot of words. Even the word restaurant. Rest
Yeah.
till you rant. Rest till you rant.
It doesn't make sense. You're right. Colonel was one. Somebody also, too, brought up plywood. Look at the word plywood and then the word Plymouth. They pretty much have the same exact concept, but it's not Plymouth, and it should be.
It should be. I'm going to start saying Plymouth now.
Yeah, Plymouth. Why not?
Bass. Oh, no, it's bass.
Bass or bass.
That's annoying. You mean to tell me we're going to make silent letters for certain words to make that have nothing to do with it, but we're going to keep bass and bass the same?
We've clearly done the English language wrong. It's almost like we need to reset and do it so it makes sense.
Bass needs to be B-A-S-E. Bass.
Yeah,
Yes.
like it is in baseball.
Yeah.
Thank you, Virginia.
Somebody else pointed this out. I guess I never really thought about this, but I do remember a specific cartoon where this happens. Donald Duck, you know, he walks around with no pants, but they had a cartoon where he got out of the shower and he wrapped a towel around his waist. Why?
Porky Pig, too. Porky Pig is always naked. He's never had charges filed against
Yeah,
him.
I get it, but if you're always going to be naked, I get that. It's like, hey, you know what? He's just okay with that. But yet when he gets out of the shower, he's like, oh, I got to be discreet.
Yeah.
It's very odd. I don't get that. And somebody pointed this out, too. Weird things that society just accepts. This whole save the turtles thing. They're really pushing about let's not use plastic and this and that, but yet we'll kill all the trees to make these terrible paper straws that just dissolve in your glass. A lot of people got a lot of beef with these paper straws.
Hate is too small of a word of how much I loathe those things.
Yeah.
It ruins drinks. It's not saving the planet because it's making people angry. It's hurting humanity.
It doesn't. Well, here's the thing. We just got to realize we can't be like, this is not the final product. Like we have to just say, okay, we haven't yet figured it out and just settle at that. Because if we're saying, okay, we're done, here's your solution, nobody wants to accept that this is going to be our future.
It gives me the weird kind of goosebumps, not the good kind, when I'm drinking, like the chills kind of, almost kind of like nails to a chalkboard chalkboard, when I'm drinking it, it gets wet and kind of fuzzy.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And then it sucks all the moisture out of your lips, too. I don't like that.
Well, I've tried to do it like you go to Whole Foods and they got that thing where you get the little frozen drink kind of thing, them smoothies, and then they give you a paper straw, and it just doesn't work.
No, I've been saying it forever. I think the cookie straw, if you made it firm enough, why is a cookie straw any better of a product than the paper straw?
Might get soggy.
No, I think you make it to a point where you have a hard chocolate covering too, to almost like it blocks the liquid.
Yeah.
There's a market for it.
Yeah.
I would buy a cookie straw.
Some people now are just using their Twizzlers. You bite off both ends, it turns into a lovely candy straw.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, because what they have now doesn't work. The paper's not right. My wife got one of them glass straws, and it got a little chip in it. She's like, hey, here, have a drink. And it's terrible. I had this massive cut on my lip. And then that one woman used that metal straw. Remember that? She fell down and went through her eye socket and killed her.
Oh.
It killed her?
Yes, it did. It's in our Whacked Out News.
Oh, man, life can just turn on you. You're having a drink. And
You think, oh, those great, you know what? I'm saving the sea turtles.
Oh, my God. That's the worst way to go.
You gave your life for a turtle.
You did. You did.
way to go.
You saved a turtle and killed yourself.
Don't we all have at least one skeleton in our life? When you say everybody dies with at least one skeleton in their life.
I got a couple.
Well, I mean, I know you do. But everyone's got at least one.
Yeah, one.
What's
If you've only got one, you haven't done it right.
What's Ralston's skeleton? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yes. There's the closet's full.
We all got one, dog.
We open the closet, there's nothing in there. We're so
cobwebs.
Most boring
You're
closet.
so let down. Well, talking about breaking down some of the stigmas, other parts of the world view sexuality and sex a little differently. And sometimes we don't even think about this, but this interview is very telling. It is from a British talk show about an 80-year-old woman who talks about her 35-year-old lover. How about that? She's 80.
Wow.
He's 35.
I mean, good for you. Get it, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, switch it around. Guy doing it with a 35-year-old woman. It's creepy for you.
Well,
It's Anna Nicole
Anna Nicole Smith, yeah.
It was creepy. It's creepy both ways. Don't get me wrong.
It's going to
but,
get people talking.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Here's what she had to say about her experience.
The first night. Oh, the first night. Pretty rough. Nobody had been near me for 35 years. I thought I was a virgin again. But can I say what we used? A whole tube of KY jelly?
Oh, gee.
Yeah,
you can say that. You can say that.
And the thing is, I couldn't walk the next day. Yeah, I felt as if I'd been riding a horse.
That is my new favorite clip of 2020. Oh, my God.
Grandma.
The honesty.
Oh, my gosh.
That's just raw honesty.
I felt as if I'd been riding a horse.
Poor girl.
Poor girl. Oh, my gosh. She's got such a peaceful grandma voice.
Oh, my gosh.
He needs to be a little more gentle in his approach.
Exactly.
I mean,
come on.
Your girl's 80. You're 35. Come on, dude.
Now's not the time to go nuts.
Right.
Be a slow lover.
Right.
I mean, 35 years.
35 years. Now, she's 80. 35 years is her break. So you can do, some simple math on that. Going back to the last time that old gal got it, that's 45 years old.
Wow.
Was the last time that she had some action.
Yeah. Some people do that.
Yeah.
So some people, they'll get divorced and they're just so heartbroken, they will go to the grave without ever getting action again. I knew someone like that.
Yeah. I'm just kind of wondering, do you have any idea when it came to your own grandparents?
I think about this a lot. So when I was younger, because my grandfather passed away when I was 5. So my little sister, who we're 5 years apart, she never got to meet him. He passed away, and then my grandmother went a very long stint of being single. She
Okay.
didn't date. She didn't play the field, at least not that I know of. I thought she was a virgin. I thought she was a born-again virgin for many, many years. And then she got a boyfriend, and I just thought, oh, they're just companions.
Yeah.
I could never picture Grandma.
The one we talked to?
Yeah, getting down. But now that I'm older and I think about it, I'm like, well, of course she probably did. They were both in their 70s when they met.
Okay.
They were definitely getting down.
They were definitely
You
getting
say
down.
definitely getting down.
Definitely getting down. I would bet my face on it.
I think he's right. But back, this is 20 plus years ago. I didn't think they were getting down.
Well, how's your mom right now?
My mom just turned 70.
Okay, and I'm not trying to be creepy or weird, but her and Frank are probably still getting down.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
So
Frank is young.
But 70, it's still being active. That's so your grandma probably, you said, around that same time period.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of just opening up that conversation and seeing if she would?
No, I would never.
Because she would think it was disrespectful.
Yes, she would be very
Yeah.
offended and upset, and I would never.
Yeah, so you wouldn't.
But I've thought about that.
But if your grandmother, if she were, kind of, loose with her stories and whatnot.
She's not.
Yes, but if she were.
I'm sure there are grandmothers that are. I mean, obviously, we just heard one.
Well, I did that whole question thing with Ann about all that, and she answered but didn't answer, but she kind of answered in so many words. And I think her answer was roughly around like the late 40s or mid 40s.
That was the last time when she was in her 40s.
Well, when she was dating and talking with somebody, and I think that was...
That'd be kind of like this
Yeah.
gal then. Has she gone to all the way to 80 before getting it again?
And Ann told me that story, so I'm not speaking out of school. She
I remember. I think we played the audio
we
on
did.
that. Yeah. Of the questions that went with that.
I think I blamed it on you that you told me to ask that question.
Yeah, of course. Yes. That was a good play.
It was a very good play.
Everything's Kevin's fault.
But now after I hear this, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing that after a certain age, you just park that thing in the garage.
Do you think that Granny Beulah ever got down after your grandfather died?
No.
How old was he when? How old was she when he died?
She was, I would say, around 70, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was it. And I don't even know even before that, because they slept in separate beds because he would snore so badly. And so I don't know if they were just,
And weren't they super religious?
Yeah, I mean, they're religious. I don't know if you put it super.
They didn't wear capes, but
yeah, right. With a big cross on the back.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Well, I was just saying, if they were in separate beds, that sounds very, very churchish.
Yeah. Yeah, but I never even thought about it. Yeah, but it'd be interesting if she'd start dating again, be like, okay, is that happening?
I think my grandmother went a long time from when my grandfather died.
Mm-hmm.
But I was 5 to when she met her boyfriend Tony when they were in their 70s.
But that's why it almost feels like, and they were of about the same age, which seems appropriate. Because,
he was a tiny bit older.
Right. You've got the same vigor, strength, stamina. You put an 80-year-old with a 35-year-old, you get...
I felt as if I'd been riding a horse.
And, that just is not...
It's not a fair fight.
It's not a fair fight. It's not good for anybody.
I got to watch this whole interview.
Yeah.
Is there video?
Yes, there is, yeah. I'll see
I'm
if we get that posted up there for you to see all
I'm
of
hoping it's a good length video.
Yeah. Okay. Don't know if anybody wants to try to play the fun little game, a little granny bingo, where you tell us how long you think it's been with your grandma. If you have the nerve to call her, we'll put it on and find out for you.
She's got to be the kind of grandma that's okay with it, because we do not want to upset anybody's grandmother. Not. I would never ask mine.
Okay, we need one of the Port St. Lucie grandmas to call in.
Yes. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow! Ow, ow, ow!
This is some scary stuff. They had to lock down a few schools in Charlotte County, Florida. there was a guy that was spotted walking around with a gun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, terrible, horrifying stuff. They found out who it was and asked him why he was walking around with this gun. The good news is it wasn't like a serious gun, like a 9mm or something along those lines. It was a pellet gun. And apparently he had been hired to hunt iguanas.
Okay, that's good.
That is good. So, yes.
You guys, really? You should get that together a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like, is there another way to maybe get the iguanas? Another just a guy randomly walking around by schools with a gun drawn and out?
Of course people are going to freak out.
Why would they freak out about that?
I was like, okay.
You kind of need to shoot him once or twice with the pellet gun. Like, you big dope.
Yeah.
Or at least give the iguanas a gun and make it a fair fight.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a good move.
Guy's a dope.
Yeah, he's definitely a little bit on the dopey tip. Let me see. Got some other stuff here, including a guy in Wisconsin got arrested last week after he called police 4 times to hit on the dispatchers.
We have a clip of it.
You can't do that?
Nah, you can't do that.
They sound hot.
I think I don't know. You guys tell me. Does he sound a little drunk to you?
Okay.
It's like I'm trying to wake her up and she won't wake up.
And she's snoring like a train?
Snoring like a train.
Did you bring her home with you?
Well, I assume so.
Okay, have you both been drinking tonight?
Well, I have.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the right clip?
I don't know. It says guy arrested after calling 911 trying to hook up with the dispatcher.
Yeah, that was, that's not the right clip.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Dennys!
I was going to say, I'm very confused. I don't really hear him hitting on
I'm
her.
sorry. I think the wrong clip got uploaded. I'm going to blame it on Dennys because he's not in the room, but it's definitely my fault.
Oh, this is quite an interesting little racket here. A guy pretending to be a McDonald's employee was seen stealing money from a cash register.
Uh-oh, you can't do that.
The guy was wearing a McDonald's uniform before walking behind the cash register. He helped another guy place his order, then he grabbed several wads of cash and ran out the door.
Oh, he used to work there.
While the other man pretending to be a customer also ran out another door.
Oh, they had a whole thing.
Whoa, they say it's the second time the man wearing the McDonald's uniform has robbed the store. Neither has been found at this time.
Maybe he used to work at a different store and he still has the uniform and he goes and he robs stores where he knows they won't recognize him, and he has his accomplice walk up and pretend to put an order in until he can get the cash register open.
Wow.
Dang, they got a racket going there.
They do have a bit of a racket.
I would look at former employees. That's a guy that worked in the area at a different store.
It's an IJ. Inside job.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, maybe Popeyes is seeing where they might be opening themselves up to problems then after this story. Apparently, you can now buy uniforms from their store as part of a fashion ensemble. Okay.
Don't create confusion. We just learned that from the last story. If the employees there don't know who works there and who doesn't, you can get robbed.
Yes. Well, they say that basically the new uniforms that even the people in the Popeyes restaurants are going to wear are uniforms that look just like Beyonce's new Adidas X Ivy Park activewear collection. So even if you have that, you could fake like you work in a Popeyes and go in and probably just work the cash register.
Huh.
And I wonder, too, if there's going to be any kind of like a lawsuit for this, because I'm seeing a side-by-side photo and it looks exactly, the new Popeyes uniform looks exactly like this from the Ivy Park line.
Uh-oh, Beyonce. I hope Beyonce don't sue you, Popeyes.
This might be a tandem of bad ideas by Popeye. You know what? They hit their mark. They got too cute. The chicken sandwiches are going too great. And now just, I don't know. I feel like they stuck around too long. We'll see. Well, there's a woman in Ireland who's a social democrat. She's on her city council. And in the election for her seat next month, her opponent is her husband, who's a centrist Republican. She says, I feel like I'm in a badly written rom-com.
Huh. They're running against each other?
They are. That's kind of interesting that you can...
they're married and they're from different parties?
Yeah.
Huh.
That happens, though.
I know that, but not running against each other.
That does not happen.
In this era, yeah. It's crazy it's even happening. This is kind of a bizarre case. A guy in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, was arrested on Thursday last week after police found him blasting out some yakety sax.
Don't talk back.
That's at Benny Hill music, right? I believe is what that is.
Yakety sax.
So apparently what he was doing was he was blaring the yakety sax, "Don't Come Back," and he was sitting there laughing at people who were slipping on the icy parking lot at the Walmart.
Oh, this guy. Now, why are they slipping? Is it just iced over, or did he ice it over?
No, I think it was iced over, considering what it is, but he saw so many people falling that he was completely amused by it. And so he decided that he would just fire it up and start playing some music and have himself a good old time laughing at people's expenses. So
that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, if he videoed it, that's super creative.
Let's see here. Fact or fiction? The 49ers routed the Chiefs the last time they met in a Super Bowl back in 1995. Virginia, what do you think about that? Is that fact or is that fiction?
I believe that, sir, to be fiction.
Believe it to be fiction. Look at Vicious V.
Came to play.
Yeah. The Chiefs and the 49ers have never met in a Super Bowl, so this will be the first time for them.
You're not going to beat this team, Kev. We're going perfect round on this one.
Perfect.
Perfect. No mistakes.
Easy over there.
No mistake. Guaranteeing victory.
Your overconfidence usually means you're getting the next question wrong.
Okay, Jaber, what do you think? Fact or fiction? If the 49ers win the Super Bowl on Sunday, they will have the most Super Bowl wins of any franchise.
That, my friend, is fiction.
That is fiction.
Oh, they're talking about those Steelers. Fiction.
They don't get cute.
You're right. You're right.
You are correct. If they win, they will tie the Steelers and the Patriots with 6.
Okay.
Does he get an extra point?
Nope.
Okay,
Oh.
but in my heart, I got one.
Good so far.
Those heart points.
All right, what do you think? Fact or fiction? Back to you, Virginia. The Chiefs just snapped a 49-year Super Bowl drought, but the Lions and Browns have never been to the Super Bowl. What do you think? Fact or fiction on that?
I think that's a fact.
You're going to say that that is a fact. I'm going to say that you are correct.
Baby!
If we get a perfect score, Kevin's going to make us a grilled cheese party tomorrow.
I don't know if you want my grilled cheese.
You're right. Fat-free cheese.
If we get a perfect score, you get to go run over there and chest bump him as hard as you can.
Oh, I would break my chest doing that.
Diving chest bump.
He's built out of rock. Rock and stone.
Okay, what do you think about this? A fact or fiction, Jaybird, to keep it going? The Super Bowl halftime show will be co-headlined by Shakira and Jennifer Lopez with Lizzo singing the national anthem. Fact or fiction?
I know Maroon 5 was in the mix, said by some.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I'm going to go with my heart against my brain. Fact.
Gonna go
Fiction!
with fact on that.
No! Who's playing the halftime show?
You had the halftime, right? That he threw you off with the question about the anthem. He put them all together and tricked you.
Lovato!
God,
Demi
you knew it.
I did. I blew it.
He tricked you.
Kick me off the team.
I gotcha.
Kick me off the team.
Riggy tricked you.
He's good. That's why he's Riggy.
Damn. Perfect score.
Gone. Just like
chest
that.
bumps.
Just gone.
No grilled cheese.
No chest bumps.
No chest
Yeah.
bumps.
And final one here, Virginia. Each of the players on the winning Super Bowl team will receive a $1 million bonus. What do you think?
Fiction.
You're going to go with fiction on that?
$1 million each of the players?
Yep, absolutely. Well, I mean, look how much money they're throwing around here.
You might want to rethink that one, Witchy.
There's no way. That's too much money.
I think the witch is wrong.
And the witch is wrong. Okay, Jaybird wants to put it on record that you are wrong, Virginia, but you are right.
I know nothing about the Super Bowl.
And you're all right. That's too much money. They only get $118,000.
Still pretty
Always.
sweet.
Nice
Yes.
change.
Oh,
It's
what
just
will they
the
do?
winners or everybody?
That is for the winning team.
The winning team.
Each of the players on the winning team receive a $118,000 bonus.
Not too shabby.
Which might get you into that Post Malone show.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after-the-show podcast. Watch or listen on KVJShow.com.
We got to call them out. Somebody that was not happy that they are expected to attend a wedding coming up on Super Bowl Sunday. And got actually several other texts of people who are also going to weddings on Sunday. Guess I didn't really think it through or realize why, but the digital date of Sunday is 02/02/2020, February 2nd.
I don't know.
So a lot of people wanted to have that date. So a lot of people set it up saying, oh my gosh, that's a great date. Let's get married on that date. And then all of a sudden it's now the Super Bowl. And
it's a Sunday too. Here's a tip. People don't want to come to your wedding at an open bar and tear it up on a Sunday. They have to work on Monday.
But I mean, if you were just cool, I don't care if you put it on a Super Bowl Sunday, as long as you have it on for people. Because I could give a crap about the Super Bowl, but I know a lot of people care about it. Just have it on. Don't be mad if people want to watch a little bit of it. Work with people. They'll love you in the end, baby.
Okay. That's Jaybird's advice on how to handle it.
Don't you think it should work with people?
Absolutely. But here's the thing. You got to time it out perfect. So you got to make sure that you do all the stuff at your reception and it's all done before the game starts.
Yeah.
Before the pregame starts.
You can't be saying I do during the second quarter.
Right.
Yeah. If you do that, then, hey, it's, free food and nice little party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They say that there are a lot of people who are not going to be showing up to work come Monday. I know this is the topic that you have every single year where somebody, in fact, there's a kid this year that tried to get a petition going that they need to move the Super Bowl to Saturday instead of Sunday, which I don't know why they don't, but it's just not going to happen. And we hear this every single year. They say that more than 17 million workers may take time off on the day after the Super Bowl. They're looking at 17 million people who are not going to be at work. 11.1 million have used pre-approved days off. They knew it was going to be the Super Bowl, and they're like, I'm not going to show up, but I got to use a vacation day for Super Bowl Monday.
Do we have those other than vacation days? Do we have personal days where you could say, no one can ask you why you're gone, and it's a valid excuse?
Yeah, there's personal days and sick days.
I think we get one personal day, right? At least we used to. I don't know, because we switched companies.
Okay.
One of the companies we've worked for used to have one.
We switched companies a lot. I thought it was two.
And that means you're not, if the boss says, why weren't you here, Sinicki? You go, it's personal.
Pink eye.
Well, no, that's sickness. I think personal's different.
Is that how it works? They can't even ask you. It'd be like, well, I just took a personal day.
Well, that's it would be.
I think that is how it works. I think that's an HR thing. They can't ask you when you say it's a personal day.
Which is good, because there are some things that, you might just want to be like, throw that tag over it so you don't have to say.
But if I didn't come in here one day and you're like, Bird, where are you at today? Sorry, kid, I'm taking a personal day. That would be such a red flag, such suspicion behind that.
Well, you don't say that to your friend.
Agreed.
You don't say that to somebody that you respect and care about either.
You say
as a
that when
boss.
you're getting vaginal rejuvenation.
You say that if you have butt surgery.
Yes. Personal day.
Do you have a loose starfish?
So if someone takes a personal day,
Yeah.
that means something's wrong with their butt.
That's what you're doing. They say 11.1 million of those 17 million employees have used the pre-approved days. An additional 4.7 million people plan to phone in sick. How obvious is that, though? If on Monday you're like, coronavirus.
No, you just drank too many Coronas watching the Super Bowl.
Well, that's coronavirus.
If you
that's a legit excuse. I've got the coronavirus. I've been throwing up all morning.
If you called in the next day with food poisoning, no one's gonna ever believe you.
Well, you say I went to somebody's house for a buffet. That actually might work.
It's so suspicious. Even if you have food poisoning, you look like you're lying.
I got into some bad taco meat.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. They say 1.5 million workers are just not going to bother calling in. They're just not going to show up.
They're like, just screw it.
You'll figure it out.
And another almost 8 million people are now trying to sit on the fence and say, do I go on Monday or not? That's the big problem is you wake up on Monday and be like, I shouldn't go in. Or you get to work and be like, I should have called out. So some people are thinking ahead, but 17 million people not going to be showing up because of the Super Bowl this week. So, you know, sometimes when you take a job or get into a career, it's not everything you thought it was going to be. The tough part is so many people who go through college for 4 years and then they start a career that they thought they want to do. And in week one, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm miserable. It happens. And maybe it's when you were taking all those classes, no one actually was honest with you about what you would really face in your job.
I can see what did they lie in college? Shocking.
And no one was honest with you about the importance of enjoying your life, and your job is a big part of your life.
Yeah.
So if you don't actually get joy from it,
I think you can supplement your income by joy. If you truly love what you do and you may not make that much money, I think there's people who don't make that much money and hate their job. Mm-hmm. You gotta love what you do.
So what do you wish somebody had told you before you took the job?
You would be working with a very annoying Cajun man.
Got to know those things.
who might put a curse on you. You better watch out. I got the voodoo.
877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. You can call, text the KVJ show. Sometimes you get into a job thinking this was going to be your dream job, and then right away you realize this is terrible and I hate my life. It's even worse if you spent any amount of time and money in school to do what it is that you now hate. So, what is it that you wish somebody would have told you before you took the job? Somebody hit us up and said, yeah, I got a 4-year degree in event management. I did 7 years of weddings and special events. If anybody told me that I would never see another holiday, family event, or weekend off, I would have never done this. I should have known better, though. I work in property management now.
Okay, so they got out of the gig.
They got out of the gig, but they went into it. Yeah, I think about event management. I'm like, going, that sounds like that would be a lot of fun. A lot of parties, all that kind of good stuff. But then you're like, okay, you never get to choose what it is you want to do.
Yeah, you have to throw all the parties that the people have on Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always working.
St. Patty's Day.
Easter.
4th of July.
This is a game of one-up on...
We're just going to name every holiday we know.
Sounds exciting. Somebody else texted in and said, yeah, I used to work as a medical assistant for a local general practitioner. I went into the medical field wanting to work with OBGYNs. The doctor I work for did do female exams, and I wish somebody had told me about the quote-unquote sick ones.
What does that mean? Like a cough?
So most girls that go to the gynecologist, it's you going because something's wrong.
Not because you want to show it off because it's so pretty.
We do have an annual PAP, yes. But most times if you're going to the gynecologist...
something's broken.
Outside of your normal PAP, you've got a problem.
We've got something going on
and
here.
it's usually not pretty.
Okay.
Well, good luck. Good luck with your
It's
appointment.
not all delivering babies and
No.
roses.
It's not like, what a good time. Yeah, well,
If you
hey,
wanna
guess what I got to do all day?
The obstetric sounds fun. The gynecology doesn't.
What's the, was that just more the cosmetic side?
I think the obstetrics is like the babies and all that.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else said, I wish somebody would have told me that there was an insane mountain of licensing required for my field. I did health services administration, like management within a healthcare environment. Yeah, you can't manage nurses or doctors without being one yourself. So you are in school a long time.
Wow. You have to be one yourself to manage them?
That's
Why
what
don't
they
you
said
just
in the
be
text.
one?
I know.
Dang.
Right. Somebody said on our KVJ Show Facebook page that I wish they would have told me that half a year I'd never see my family and I'll work 7 days a week, while the other half, they starve me and cut my overtime. I think he's a truck driver.
I would maybe think about leaving.
Yeah, that's not good.
If you're starving and you're not seeing your family and you're miserable.
Seems like it's time to get out, right?
Definitely time to get out.
Yeah. Somebody else said, wish somebody would have told me before I took the job that my boss doesn't know how to talk to women. Courtney put that on our Facebook page.
That sucks.
Record him. Put it on Facebook.
And somebody else said, I wish somebody would have told me how many dead people I would see sitting on toilets.
I've heard a lot of people die pooping.
Really?
Because they strain, they're
Is
old.
this a paramedic or an EMT?
It's a police officer.
Yeah, I've been told that before, that there's a lot of people who die on the can. Yeah, I do not want to go that way.
I call it the can't.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, think about that one all day.
Whoa.
So now every time you struggle to go number 2, you're like, is this going to be lights out?
This is going to be my last poo.
I feel like you're still young enough, but I feel the older you get, don't strain, mama.
The older I get, the more X-Lax I'm going to eat.
Wow.
I am not going to strain.
All right. Anything to add to it? 877-979-9763 or at the KVJ Show.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at KVJShow.com.
Just a second ago, we were talking about what you wish you would have known before you took the job, and we got to hit up. A police officer said, I wish I would have known I'd see so many dead people on the toilet. Like, that's kind of odd.
Isn't that how Elvis died?
That's what we heard. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but
I heard he was backed up because of all the pills.
that sounds real. That's true. Like, whenever you have surgery and you have, like, 2 or 3 weeks of taking pain pills while you heal, they always tell you that. And they give you, like, sometimes medicine to make you not have, like, backups.
Yeah, and maybe he wasn't.
You gotta keep it flowing.
Maybe he wasn't taking that kind of medicine. And he'd been doing it for so long.
Well, if you're abusing pain pills and you're just doing it, you're probably not taking the advice of doctors or getting it even. You might be buying them black market.
Somebody texted in and said, most people who die from fatal heart attacks have the urge to go number 2 before they die. So like, I really got to go poo. And then they sit down and bam.
Great. Something to worry about now when I go poop. Oh, here comes the big one.
Every time you poo, you're going to stress. You're going to give yourself a heart
Here
attack.
comes the big one.
You're going to make yourself die.
Man, a fart attack leads to a heart attack?
It's not fair.
You're right.
That is not cool.
That is not cool at all. A couple other people hit us up. Somebody said, I left my job at a restaurant to be a pool guy, and man, do I hate it. Pool cleaning sucks.
Oh, no.
And someone else texted in and said, become a property manager, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Apparently it's not. I know with property managers, same thing. You find dead people.
Oh, boy.
That's part of it.
Oh.
Yeah, because when you're like going, could you check the tenant in room 210 or apartment 210? They haven't answered us for...
Or paid their rent.
His dog keeps barking for some reason.
Yeah, huh?
Oh, he's eating him. Well, Kevin had that story.
That would suck. To walk in and you find the dog eating the guy.
I guarantee you'll get an email today about someone who's found that before, because think about it.
That's rough.
So your dog or your animal's not being cared for. They get hungry.
I know.
Yeah, they do, and you look delicious.
I am. No, Chewy would be okay.
We found out, too, that cats eat your arms first.
They do?
So before you die, put on a long sleeve?
Just all the amazing things you learn here from the KVJ Show.
Put on a jacket.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Yeah. All right, well, we got the... Oh, man.
What's that?
I don't know. I thought it was... Is that the hate song?
Uh-oh, Dennys.
Oh, Dennys.
I don't know what it
You
is.
didn't send Kevin a piece of clean audio? Looks like you're going to get clocked in the knees.
Yeah, well.
Is Miho blowing
Is that
it?
Oh, okay, let's just go. What has it got?
Look, you hired him. I only recommended him.
Okay. What is it?
It's you going, all right, time for the hate song, and then it goes into the hate song.
Oh, I'm glad we got that there. Okay. All right. All right. Well, we got the whole gang together. It's time for another round of the KVJ Hate Song.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
I wonder if Kevin would look less ugly if his parents were second cousins instead of first. I guess it kind of explains his terrifying incest eyes.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
Virginia is proof that the gene pool needs a lifeguard. I know Jason is stupid, but Virginia has his ass beat. My cat turds are smarter than her.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
Jason, you were painfully unfunny and stupid. Also, get out of the sun. You now have a creepy middle-aged man tan, and it makes my daughters want to vomit.
Oh.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
Dennys reminds me of a smelly but silent fart. He's quiet, but boy does he stink as a radio personality. And he sounds stupid. Dennys must be a twin because he's too dumb to be one person.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
That sucks.
We got more of the KVJ show. Just you're not going to hear it on the radio. It is a podcast we do called the After the Show podcast. Now, you can watch it live on YouTube. It's also on demand, too. After we're done with it, you can go back and watch it later on this afternoon. It is extra content, and guess what? They can't tell us what to say.
Ooh.
We can say anything we want.
We're free.
Mm-hmm. We're free, Virginia.
I love it.
KVJ Show Podcast, an easy way to listen to us. No music, no commercials, and the 30 minutes of the After the Show podcast right on the end. Now, if you still have not caught up with what a podcast is, they're easy to find. Their app's going to be on your iPhone. It's a purple one. It just says podcasts, and you go in there and you search for KVJ Show, and it's going to come up. It's that simple.
I love it, Big Sexy.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to start calling you Big Sexy. Is that cool?
I appreciate you wouldn't.
Okay.
And Big Sexy died. That's how quick she ran.
Big Sexy is such a great nickname.
Big Sexy was over before it started.
Yeah.
Was that Big Sexy?
I think there's a lot of Big Sexies out there already.
All right.
Yeah, you're more Big Sexy than him.
Is that a fat joke?
Kinda.
I get it. Yeah. I put on a little weight. I'm working on it in February.
All right, Big Sexy.
The passing of the Big Sexy.
I like this one. So that means you guys will probably hate it. Be teachable. You're not always right, no matter who you are. Just call your family and say you love them.
I feel like I smelled a fart.
What are you talking? You're one of the people that need to be teachable.
Never.
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.